Good morning, Anu. Good morning, students, all of you. Yep. So where we need to start, Amma, just let me go through that till where, yeah, good morning to all. Till where we have done?
Radiation.
Radiation completed. Not finished. No? Yeah, so some theory of heat exchanges, next ray absorption, reflectance, absorptance, next transmittance also we have seen, I think. So what is the previous theory of heat exchange says that every body emit thermal radiation and every body absorb the thermal radiation. Okay. So like this. So for example, this duster is there, it is placed exposed to the atmosphere means it will emit the radiations to the atmosphere and it will absorb the radiations which are incident on it. Then why the temperature of the duster does not change means the amount of the radiation emitted from this object is the same as the amount of the radiations absorbed which are incident on it. Then only the temperature of the object, say duster, does not change. If the amount of the radiations which were incident on it, absorbed on it, is more than the amount of the radiation which were emitted, then the temperature of the object is increases. If the amount of the radiation emitted is more than the amount of the radiation is absorbed, then the temperature of the object will fall. So this is about the Prevost theory of heat exchange. What is the conclusion means? An object is exposed to the atmosphere, and if the temperature of the object is more than 0 Kelvin or minus 273.16 degrees centigrade, it will emit the radiation as well as it will absorb the radiations. Based on that, let us see. First, keep subheading emissive power. Emissive power or emissive power emissive power, or we can write emissive power or emittance. Okay, so small definitions are there. I'm gonna write it first. How can we define emissive power? Means note down this. Okay, the energy emitted, the energy emitted, energy emitted per unit time, energy emitted per unit time. Okay, per unit area of the object, per unit area of the object, per unit area of the object is called emissive power. Is called emissive power. Is called
Sir,
emissive
repeat
power.
once more, sir.
Yeah. It is the energy emitted. It is the energy emitted per unit time, per unit area. It is the energy emitted per unit time, per unit area. It is the energy emitted per unit time, per unit area of the body or object. If the body is not fair, you can keep object. Is called emissive power. Is called emissive power. Is called emissive power. E is equals to dq by dt into dA, or else we can write E is equals to q divided by T into A. What is mean by Q stands for energy emitted for from area A in a time t seconds. Then the ratio of Q by T by into A, that is called its emissive power. Energy emitted by an object per unit time from unit area of the object, that is known as emissive power. Okay. So for all possible wavelengths, for all possible wavelengths means what it is for all possible wavelengths. So see here this one. So this is duster is exposed to the atmosphere means how many wavelengths are going to be incident means. So more than, so for example, if I take the visible region, there are 7 wavelengths are there. White light is incidenting on it means 7 wavelengths are going to incident on it, ordering from 4000 angstrom to 6000 angstrom. V, I, V, G, Y, O, R. This is the order of the colors which we can able to detect out by eye. This is a 4000 angstrom. Okay, violet color is 4000 angstrom. Red color is 6000 angstrom. White light consists of these 7 colors. So hence white light is a mixture of the 7 colors means the wavelength range of the white light is 4000 angstrom to 7000 angstrom. So if this is exposed to the sunlight or atmosphere means white light is incidenting on it and the wavelengths of 4000 angstrom to 6000 angstrom wavelengths are incident on it. So therefore it absorbs or it absorbs the radiations and it will emit the radiations also. It will emit the radiations of all possible wavelengths. The energy emitted from this object per unit time per unit area of all these possible wavelengths that is known as its emissive power, or we can write it is emittance. Energy emitted per unit time per unit area of the body for all possible wavelengths. For all possible wavelengths, whatever the energy that was emitted by an object per unit time from unit area of the object is known as its emissive power. Okay, got it? So next, note down this one. Next, keep subheading after this completion. Keep subheading. Definitions are there, some 7 to 8 simple definitions
Master.
are there. Yeah. Who's that? Hello. Any doubts you can ask? Anybody? Yeah. So right. Next, keep subheading. Next, keep subheading. Okay. Spectral emissive power. Next, keep subheading. Spectral. 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 Spectral emissive power or monochromatic. Monochromatic emittance. Monochromatic emittance ELAM. What is meaning of that monochromatic? First, what is meaning of that monochromatic? Monochromatic means what? Single color. Single color means what? Single wavelength. Monochromatic means single wavelength. Hence, that is represented as what? Energy emitted per unit time, per unit area, per unit range of wavelength, per unit range of wavelength. So that is nothing but wavelength. The energy emitted by an object per unit time from unit area per unit range of wavelength is known as its spectral emissive power or monochromatic emittance. That's why E lambda is equal to what can I write? Q by T into A into lambda. Energy emitted per unit time from unit area per unit range of wavelength. For a unit range of wavelength, how much amount of the energy is emitted per unit time from unit area of the object which is radiating the emission, that is known as its monochromatic emittance. That is called its monochromatic emittance. Energy emitted per unit time, per unit area, per unit range of wavelength. So at a particular range of wavelength, the how much amount of the energy is emitted by a body per second or per unit time per second from unit area is known as its emissive power of that particular wavelength. That's why this is called monochromatic emittance. So clear? You can write that. The energy emitted, first keep subheading. Energy emitted per unit time. Energy emitted per unit time unit time, per unit area, energy emitted per unit time, comma, per unit area, and per unit range of wavelength, and per unit range of wavelength called monochromatic emittance or spectral emissive power. Any one word you can keep. Okay. Monochromatic.
Sir, per
Repeat.
unit range.
Okay, I'm repeating that. Just have a look on it. The energy emitted per unit time, comma, per unit area, and per unit range of wavelength. Energy emitted per unit time, comma, per unit area, and per unit range of wavelength. Per unit range of wavelength is called monochromatic emittance or spectral emissive power. Monochromatic emittance or spectral emissive power. So that is about, you can write this. E lambda equals, E lambda stands for a emissive power for a particular wavelength lambda. That's why we can write this E lambda. Okay, emissive power. Next after that, absorptive power. Absorptive power. Absorptive power. Absorptive power. Absorptive power. How can you write absorptive power? Note down this. Absorptive power. Already we have seen that it is absorptive. Absorptive power means, note down this. Okay. Absorptive power. It is the ratio of energy absorbed. It is the ratio of energy absorbed to the energy incident. It is the ratio of energy absorbed to the energy incident. Energy absorbed to the energy incident for all possible wavelengths. For all possible wavelengths is the ratio of energy absorbed to the energy incident for all possible wavelengths. For all possible wavelengths. Full stop. For all possible wavelengths. That is the definition of this. Already we have discussed yesterday. Let A amount of the energy is absorbed by incidenting Q amount of the energy incident on it. Then this is the fraction of the energy absorbed, that is known as its absorptive power. So out of Q amount of incident energy, A energy gets absorbed. So that's why this is the ratio of energy absorbed to the energy incident. This is the fraction of the energy absorbed, that is known as its absorptive power. You can write this A
So what
equals,
is the capital A represent?
capital A represent amount of energy absorbed. So if you want, you can write here it is energy absorbed. Energy absorbed. Q represent energy incident. Okay. So that ratio is called A by Q is nothing but absorptive power. It is the ratio of energy absorbed to the energy incident. So many definitions are there. That's why in this one. Okay. So right. Okay. Next one is next one. You can write spectral absorptive power. You can write spectral absorptive power. Okay, spectral absorptive power. Spectral absorptive power. Spectral absorptive power. How can we write spectral absorptive power? Means in bracket you can write A lambda. Okay, A lambda. Now how can we write? This is similar to that. What is that similar to that? It is the ratio of energy absorbed to the energy incident at a particular wavelength of the radiation. At a particular wavelength of the radiation is known as a spectral absorptive power. Okay, that is note down this. The ratio of the ratio of energy absorbed to the energy incident, energy absorbed to the energy incident at a particular wavelength, at a particular wavelength, at a particular wavelength. It is the ratio of energy absorbed to the energy incident at a particular wavelength. Okay, full stop. You can write this. A lambda means earlier we told that for all possible wavelengths, but here at a particular wavelength, the energy absorbed to that particular wavelength to the energy incident to that particular wavelength, that is known as the spectral absorptive power. Spectral absorptive power. Okay, so next black body, black body. What is mean by black body? Generally, a body which is
Black color
appears
body.
black in color, right? Yes, correct. That is a body which is appears black in color. That is called black body. Already we told that we are having only 7 colors in the nature. Of that 7 colors only, we can our eye can identify them. So ordering from violet to blue, but white color, black color is not there in the nature. Okay, what are the 7 colors in the nature means V, I, B, G, Y, O, R, with G, R. So 7 colors is there from ordering from violet to red, violet, indigo, blue, and all. By mixing of these colors, we may get different combinations also. Pale yellow, okay, thick green, okay, navy blue, like that, like different. But so white color is not there in the nature, and black color is not there in the nature. Even though if those 2 colors are not there, also some objects for us it is appear to be black. Some objects for us it is appear to be blue. Chalk piece is there. Chalk piece is appear to be white. Why? How it is appear to be white? How it
Perfect
is
emitter.
means perfect emitter. Okay.
Calcium carbonate.
It absorb all the wavelengths and emit all the wavelengths. That's why it is appear to be black, appear to be white. And here it is the black color is there. No, this is the black color. Okay,
Perfect observe.
this is the black. So why it is appear to be black means it absorb all the radiation which are incident on it, but it is not radiating any radiations which is absorbed. That's why it is appear to be black. So hence black bodies means the objects which absorbs all the radiations which are incident on it. Okay, those are called black bodies and they do not radiate the energy. That's why they are appear to be black. Example, perfect black bodies means perfect black bodies are examples are black holes. Okay, black hole means once upon a time that is a star like our sun, no? But because of the continuous giving of energy, it is turned into black hole. Why it is turned into black hole? Why they have named as a black hole? So many sun, some different names are there, no, for the stars. So why the such collapsed star is named as a black hole? What is the reason? Is this means especially to have the name black hole? It cannot radiate the light which are incident on it. So that much gravitational power is there. It absorbs all the light and it does not radiate and it means that light cannot escape from this gravitational field also. Such a amount of the strong attractive power is there, gravitational power is there near the black hole and it does not radiate light also. That's why it is appeared to be black, and that's why they are named as a black hole. Black holes are the perfect examples of the perfect black bodies, and the materials called lamp black, platinum black. Lamp black material absorbs 96% of the radiations which are incident on it. Platinum black absorbs 98% of the radiation which are incident on it. What is mean by perfect black body? Perfect black body is the one which absorbs all the radiations which are incident on it. That is called perfect black body. A material called lamp black, platinum black. So if the material is coated with the lamp black, that material or that body absorbs 96% of the radiations which are incident on it. Similarly, if the material is, if any object, any material is coated with platinum black material, it absorbs, it absorbs 98% of the radiations which are incident on it. So these are the some better closest approach of the for black bodies in realistic nature, day-to-day life. Here it is perfect black bodies is not there. We can get a constructed black body of 98% efficiency when it is coated with platinum black. We can prepare a black body of 96% efficiency when it is coated with lamp black. So this is about the black bodies. Note down this black body, black body. Okay, black body. Note down this. A body which absorbs, a body which absorbs, a body which absorbs all the radiations, which absorbs all the radiations which are incident on it. Body which absorbs all the radiations which are incident on it, called a black, called black body, called black body, called black body. The materials, a body which absorbs all the radiations which are incident on it, called black body. Materials, lamp black, comma platinum black, are the closest approach. Platinum black are the closest approach, are the closest approach, are the closest approach of black bodies, are the closest approach of black bodies. So that's it. And so next one is one question I'll ask you, try to guess it. Till now, what the black bodies I told, that a body which absorbs all the radiation. So is there any chance to emit the radiation by the black body? Will the black body emit the radiation or only absorb the radiations? Think about it, students. Is the black body emit the radiations or not? Emitted. Yes, when it will be emitted?
Okay.
When it will be emitted means black body can emit the radiations also. When it will be emitted, if the black body is heated, okay, if the black body is heated, it will emit all the radiations which are previously absorbed. All the radiations that was emitted by the black body. That is one of the property of the black body. Black body will absorb the radiation, is okay. Black body will absorb the radiation which are incident on it. Then only we can call it as a black body. A black body can radiate the energy when the temperature of the black body is increases. It will emit all the radiations which are previously absorbed when the temperature of the black body is emitted. Make a note of that also. Make a note of this. Make a note of that, guys, students. A black body can emit all the radiations. A black body can emit all the radiations which are absorbed. Emit all the radiations which are absorbed. A black body can emit all the radiations which are absorbed. When it is heated. When it is heated. When it is heated. When it is heated. Okay. Emissivity. The next subheading is emissivity. Okay. So note on this
At what temperature it will emit, sir?
For example, here if it is a black body, no, isn't it or not? For example, assume that it is a black body. Now it is absorbed all the radiation. No? Now it is heated means even if the temperature is increased 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, it will emit the radiation. The concentration of the radiation is dependent upon through what temperature you are heating. If you are heated the black body to the more temperature means more amount of the radiation will be emitted. If you are heated through a only small temperature means a small amount of the radiations will be emitted.
Sir,
Clear?
while observing temperature will not increase, sir.
In absorbing
Sir, in observing energy, the temperature will not increase, sir.
absorbing it will increases. Okay, I'm telling that you asked that when it will emit the radiation only, no?
Yes, sir.
So first let us finish that. When it will emit means it will, if the temperature is increases, it will emit the radiations. Okay, so to what temperature you are going to increase the heated, that much amount of the radiation is emitted from the black body.
While observing radiations, also temperature will increase, no, sir.
It will increases. Then after that, again it will emit the radiations also. Na? Okay. For example, observe clearly. If this is object is exposed to the sunlight, then what will be happen? Its temperature is increases or not?
Yes, sir.
Its temperature is increases. Again we can bring it back. Then what will be happen? Now it is at high temperature than the room. That's why it will emit the radiations till it will emit the radiation continuously. Soon after that, when the temperature is brought to room temperature means it's a radiation emitted and radiation is incident, both are equal. Then on such case temperature will not be changed further.
Sir, that radiations in not in visible spectrum, sir.
Radiation is not visible means we can able to see our eyes manufactured like that. We can able to see the wavelength from 4000 angstrom to 6000 angstroms only. Okay, ultraviolet rays, infrared rays, our eye cannot detect. We can able to detect, our eye has designed to detect the radiations which are from 4000 angstrom to 6000 angstrom only. That's why this range of wavelength is called visible region. Next up.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So right, emissivity, you can note down this one, emissivity. It is the ratio of emissive power of a body. Emissive power of a body. It is the ratio of emissive power of a body to the emissive power of a perfect black body. It is the ratio of emissive power of a body to the emissive power of a perfect black body. Make it first. Perfect emissive power of a perfect black body when both are at same temperature. When both are at
Sir,
same
repeat once more, sir.
Sir, repeat, sir.
the ratio of emissive power of a body. It is the ratio of emissive power of a body to the emissive power of a perfect black body. Emissive power of a perfect black body when both are at same temperature. When both are at same temperature. When both are at same temperature. So then we can write E divided by E black. Okay. Or else we can write E is equals to E lambda divided by E B lambda. Okay. E B lambda. So it is the ratio of energy emitted by a body to the energy emitted by a black body when both are at same temperature. For example, this is a body and this is a black body. Both are at some 230 Kelvin. Okay, so this is else some 400 Kelvin. This is also 400 Kelvin. So at 400 Kelvin means this is nothing but body. This is nothing but body. This is a black body. Okay. So then this body emits some radiation and this black body is also emits some radiation. Let this emissive power of a body is E and emissive power of a black body is EB at the same temperature. Then The ratio of this E by EB is called its emissivity. The emissivity is defined as the ratio of emissive power of a body to the emissive power of a black body when both are at same temperature. That ratio is known as emissivity. Or we can write emissive power of a body at particular wavelength to the emissive power of a black body at same wavelength when both are at same temperature. That is also called as emissivity. That is also called as emissivity. So therefore what is its value means E value will be equal to 1 for a perfect black body. This is for a perfect black body. The emissivity will be equivalent to 1. E is equal to 0 for this is perfect reflector. This is for a perfect reflector, the E value will be equivalent to 0. For a perfect black body, E value will be equivalent to 1. So this is about generally all other bodies other than this E value is lies between 0 and 1. E value is lies between 0 and 1. Other than black bodies means it will be lies between 0 and 1. Write it here. Write this. Next keeps subheading after this. Stephen's law. Okay, na? Clear, students, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, na? Say something.
Yes, sir.
Emissivity. Yeah. Emissivity. Okay, so right, next one you can write Stephen's law. Stephen's law. ST. Okay. Stephen's law. Okay, note down this Stephen's law. Okay, so statement first. The emissive power of a black body. The emissive power of a black body. Emissive power of a black body is directly proportional to. Is directly proportional to. Is directly proportional to fourth power of its absolute temperature. Fourth power of its absolute temperature. Let me repeat this. The emissive power of a black body is directly proportional to fourth power of its absolute temperature. Fourth power of its absolute.
Sir, repeat once more, sir.
Okay. So what is mean by this is the emissive power of a black body is directly proportional to fourth power of its absolute temperature. The emissive power of a black body is directly proportional to fourth power of its absolute temperature is directly proportional to T to the power of 4. Here proportionality is replaced by a constant. The proportionality constant sigma is called what? Stephen's constant. Okay, Stephen's. This is called Stephen's constant. Its value is 5.67 into 10 to the power of -8 watt per meter square Kelvin per 4. So its value, students, remember, you have to remember this. They won't give this value. Sometimes they will give, sometimes they may not. Better to independent. Better to remember this. Okay, so that is about the Stephen's law. Let us go for another form of Stephen's law. What they have the statement told them. Listen now. What is the statement? Emissive power. No? Isn't it? Emissive power means what can I write? Q divided by T into A only. No? Emissive power, this only no formula we have written energy emitted per unit time per unit area. According to Stephen's law, that is equal to, we can write sigma into T to the power of 4. So therefore, Q by T is equal to sigma A T to the power of 4. What is this Q by T stands for means energy emitted per unit time. Energy emitted per unit time is nothing but power. We can call it as power. So therefore, power radiated, we can write P is equal to, we can write sigma, what we can write sigma A into T to the power of 4. So this is called power radiated by a black body. According to Stephen's law, what he told that the emissive power of a black body is proportional to fourth power of its absolute temperature. Emissive power means energy emitted per unit time per unit area is known as emissive power. That is equal to sigma of T power 4. If A is taken this side, then Q by T equal to sigma A T power 4. What is this? Q by T stands for energy emitted per unit time. Energy radiated per second is called power. So therefore, power radiated by the black body is P is equal to sigma A into T power 4. Sigma is the Stefan's constant, A is area of the black body, and T is its absolute temperature. T is its absolute temperature. So this is about Stefan's law. To solve the objective numerical, let us go with some other transformation of the Stefan's law also. Just have a look on it. Okay. Observe clearly. Listen. This can be written as what? dq by dt into A can I write? Or else this can be written as dq by dt is equals to sigma A T power 4. So here Q is the energy radiated per T seconds, dq is the energy radiated per dt time. Both are same only. I have taken interval T, Q amount of the energy is radiated. I have taken dt time interval, dq amount of the energy radiated. Then dq by dt equals sigma A T to the power of 4. But what we know that, but dq is equal to, we can write dq that's equals to ms d theta. So then if I substituted this value, then ms d theta by dt that's equal to sigma A T to the power of 4. So therefore, here I can write d theta by dt is taken means d theta by dt that's equals to sigma A T to the power of 4 divided by m into n. What is the d theta by dt stands for? Check it. Observe that. What is the d theta by dt stands for? Anyone? Here d theta means change in temperature. Change in temperature. So d ms d theta represent what? D theta is nothing but change in temperature only. The heat evolved or absorbed dq that's equal to ms into d theta. D theta is positive means heat is absorbed. D theta is negative means heat is evolved. So therefore d theta ms d theta, if I substitute that, this is nothing but rate of heat. At what rate the black body is radiating the energy means sigma A T to the power of 4. At what rate the change in temperature of the black body means d theta by dt equal to sigma A T to the power of 4 by m into s. So this is nothing but what? Rate of change of temperature of black body, temperature of black body, d theta by dt that's equals to sigma A T to the power of 4 divided by m into s. So this is about the Stephen's law, other form of Stephen's law. This is also Stephen's law. This is also Stephen's law. This is the energy radiated per unit time. So at what rate the energy is radiating? This is at what rate the temperature of the black body is changes. That is about this. Understood? So clear, no? Have you got it, this students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So copy this one. Yeah. Copy this. Copy this. Copy that.
Sir, black body will emit radiations at temperature T degrees Celsius, no, sir?
At
Capital T degrees Celsius, no, sir?
degree Celsius, not this is Kelvin only. SI unit of temperature Kelvin, not degree Celsius.
Sir, what about the temperature of surroundings, sir?
First, finish this now. Finish this. I'll dictate that all. Completed? Completed?
Yes, sir.
It's a completed, sir.
Yes, sir.
Make a note of this, Amma. Yeah. Make a note of this. If the temperature of the surrounding medium of the black body is considered, if the temperature of the surrounding medium of the black body is considered, the temperature of the surrounding medium of the black body is considered, then
Temperature of
if the temperature of the surrounding medium of the black body is considered, the Stephen's law can be written as okay, so Stephen's law can be written as sigma Stephen's law can be written as P equal to sigma A T to the power of 4 minus T naught to the power of 4, where T naught is what? Temperature of medium. T naught is called temperature of medium. Okay. Next, one more point also note you can write. One more note also. What is that point means? Got it? Have you got the answer also? One guy asked. The temperature of the
Yes, sir.
medium is
Thank you, sir.
considered means we can write the Stephen's law like this. Okay. So next point. For other than black bodies, Stephen's law can be written as other than black bodies. Stephen's law can be written as P equals to sigma EA T power 4 minus T naught to the power of 4. What is E stands for? E is equal to nothing but emissivity. E is called emissivity, and P is nothing but power radiated by the body. Other than black, sometimes we are about to use other than black bodies. We can't say that exactly we are going to deal with black bodies only. On such cases, the Stephen's law we can write like this. Here E is called emissivity. We have to take the emissivity of that black body. It is lies between 0 and 1. Already we have discussed that. So that is about the Stephen's law. And before going to that Wien's displacement law, write one numerical. Okay, write one numerical, Amma. Okay, write this. The temperature of a perfect black body is 1000 Kelvin. The temperature of a perfect black body is 1000 Kelvin. Temperature of a perfect black body is 1000 Kelvin, and its area is 0.1 meter square. Calculate the heat radiated by it. Calculate the heat radiated by it in 1 minute. Calculate the heat radiated by it 1 minute. Okay. So
can you repeat after area?
Let me repeat the question. A black body is at temperature 1000 Kelvin and its area 0.1 meter square. and its area 0.1 meter square. Calculate the energy which is radiated in 1 minute. That only. Calculate the energy which is radiated in 1 minute. So first, just to go through the question once. What they have given first, students, they have given that temperature of the black body. They only told that black body means emissivity equal to 1. Then T is equals to 1000 Kelvin. Okay, so T is equal to 1000 Kelvin. And area, they have given that A is equal to 0.1 meter square. And time, they have given that time that's equals to 1 minute. Time equal to 1 minute means how many seconds? 60 seconds. They asked to calculate Q is equal to how much. So black body means how can we write? Power radiated P is equal to sigma A T to the power of 4. Power radiated means how can I write? Energy radiated per unit time E by T, that's equal to sigma A T to the power of 4. Then I can write E is equal to what can I write? Sigma A T to the power of 4 into T. Substitute this value. E is equal to sigma value is SI units, already we know that 5.67 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Area means area value they have given 0.1 means let it be 10 power minus 1. T to the power of 4 means T value is 1000. No? Then I can write 10 power 3 4 to the power of 4 into time means time is equal nothing but 60 seconds. So then E value can be written as 5.67 into here 10 power minus 8 into 10 power minus 1 means it will become 10 power minus 9. 10 power 3 whole power 4 means I can write into 10 to the power of 12 into 60. So then this can be written as E is equal to 5.67 into 10 power minus 9, 12 means 10 power 3, here one more 0 is there means I can write 6 into 10 to the power of 4. Calculate this value 5.67 into 6. 5.67 into 6, how much? Hmm. 34.02 into 10 to the power of 4. Energy we have taken in SI units means energy is also will be SI units. SI unit of energy will be joule. So this is about the problem. Okay. So this you try it now. This now just copy this up. Students, have you got this problem? Students.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Note down this problem. Two spheres made of same material. Two spheres made of same material. Made of same material.
Sir, repeat from starting, sir.
Two spheres made of same material have their radii in the ratio of 1:3. Have their radii in the ratio of 1:3. Two spheres of same material have their radii in the ratio of 1:3. 1:3. Okay. If they are heated to same temperature, and exposed to the same surroundings, Exposed to the same surroundings.
Sir, tell slowly, sir.
Okay. Exposed to the, I'm repeating now anyway 2-3 times. Exposed to the same surroundings. Written. Exposed to the same surroundings. Then find the ratio of their change in temperatures. Find the rate of their ratio of their rate of change of temperatures. Rate of change of temperatures. I'll repeat the question once again, just to have a look on it. Two spheres made of same material have their radii in the ratio of 1:3. 1:3 are heated to the same temperature and exposed to the same surroundings. Find the ratio of their rate of change of temperatures. Find the ratio of the rate of change of temperature. We have given one formula no, for rate of change of temperature. D theta by dt equal to how much? D theta by dt, that's equals to, we can write sigma EA t to the power of 4 minus t naught to the power of 4 divided by m into s omega. Generally, might be sigma A t power 4 by ms will be there for black body, but these are not black bodies. That's why, and these are temperature of the surroundings is also considered. That's why I taken t naught to the power of 4 and emissivity is also. Clear, students? Okay, now, Emma. Students.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so here what they are given, they are made up of the same material means observe clearly. Sigma is okay, they are made up of the same material means, so mass is different, densities are same, specific heats are same. So emissivity is also same, and they are heated to the same temperature and exposed to the same temperature means this is also constant for both the spheres. So specific heat is constant, emissivity is constant. Hence, I can write d theta by dt is directly proportional to A by m. So this can be written as d theta by dt is equal to d theta by dt equal A is equal, what can I write? Area of the spheres as 4 pi r square. Mass can be written as density into volume. Volume means 4 by 3 pi r cube. Both are made up of with the same material means densities are also same. 4 pi, these are constants. Then I can write d theta by dt is inversely proportional to 1 by r. Correct? D theta by dt is inversely proportional to 1 by r, because these two spheres made up of with the same material, or else why it is confusing means you can write the same here only. So therefore d theta by dt, that's equal to sigma E. A means I can write 4 pi r square into t to the power of 4 minus t naught to the power of 4 divided by mass means density into volume. Volume can be written as 4 by 3 pi r cube into s. This 4 pi gets cancelled. Then d theta upon dt is equal to 3 sigma E, okay, divided by rho, and here r square cube gets cancelled, t power 4 minus t naught to the power of 4 divided by r. Observe clearly what is a sigma, Stephen's constant. Emissivity is emissivity. Two spheres are made up of same material means their emissivities are same. And rho is the density. Two spheres made of same material, densities are also same. Specific heats are also same because they are made up of the same material. And they are heated to the same temperature and placed in the same surroundings means here t power 4 minus t naught power 4 is also same. Hence, which is a common, which is a different means except all quantities are same for both the spheres. Then I can write d theta upon dt is directly proportional to 1 by r. Then I can write d theta by dt of first sphere divided by d theta by dt of the second sphere, that's equals to what can I write? 1 by r1 divided by 1 by r2. Then I can write r2 by r1. R1 by R2 equal 1:3 means R2 by R1 will be 3 by 1. That implies 3:1 will be the answer. So that is about the got it all of you? So this formula understood. The general formula is what we got d theta by dt, that's equal to sigma a t power 4 divided by ms. No? This is for a perfect black body. But in the problem, they didn't tell about the perfect black body. That's why MZTE will come here. And temperature of the surroundings is also taken into consideration. That's why T power 4 minus T naught to the power of 4 you will get. So therefore, from this relation, we can write it here with materials are same means sigma is constant, rho and s are constant. So based on this, d theta by dt is proportional to 1 by r. Based on this. So clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Amma. So we'll see the remaining in next class. Huh? So Stephen's law, only one thing is left, means displacement law, that will be seen in next class. Okay. So see you on tomorrow's class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.